Hi there, welcome back to Mudwalkers. My name is Chris. Today we have a very special episode, as you've already seen from the title. Something just happened to Mudwalkers that honestly I wasn't sure was ever going to happen. Because, as many of you know, YouTube has actually, been a complicated platform for me over the history of the channel so far. And I wasn't sure I was going to get this far. But on June 8th, 2024, it was the day of the wind and of mowing grass. I don't know if you can hear that. Somebody's mowing the lawn. Anyway, but on June 8th, it was the day of the World Naked Bike Ride. I woke up and got a very, very pleasant shock. Because all that week, about the first week of June, I was watching Mudwalkers rise through the 900s of subscriber count. And then I woke up that Saturday, June 8th, and there it was, the number 1, followed by 3 perfect, beautiful zeros. 1,000 subscribers. And for a while, I wasn't sure what to do with that. I mean, I was excited and happy, obviously, but I didn't know what to do with myself. Now, of course, everybody knows that when you hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, supposedly, that's right around the time when you can start monetizing. And it's true that 1,000 subscribers is one of the most important metrics when it comes to that. There's at least one other metric that I have yet to hit, so monetization is still a ways out, maybe just a few weeks, I think, as we've been watching things grow. Because once we hit 1,000 subscribers, things really started exploding on the channel. I couldn't believe my eyes. I've been gaining 10 subscribers a week or so for the last, I guess, month or two. Then we hit 1,000 and we started gaining almost 100 subscribers per day there for a while. It's been a week and 2 days since, 16 days. It's been 16 days since June 8th, right? It's been a week. A week and 2 days. What even is today? It's been a week and 2 days. Goodness gracious, this is what happens when you tell time with the moon. Okay, anyhow, it's been 9 days, and we've gained almost 500 subscribers. It's the count just before I hit record on this video was 1,474 subscribers. That's almost 500 subscribers in about a week. And that's incredible. It's amazing. Okay, there are really 2 main reasons why I'm excited about hitting this milestone. Obviously, there's monetization in the nearer future now. So, that's cool, because every penny counts in getting this message out there. I do invest, at the time of this recording, I do invest all of the Patreon money back into the channel. Now, once it grows enough, I would like to start supporting my family with this money as well, when we have enough. But right now, it's all going back into the channel. Anyhow, but there's a second reason why I'm excited about hitting this milestone, and that is because the bigger you get in subscriber count, etc., the higher up you go in the algorithm, the more YouTube will recommend your videos to other people. So it's kind of the curse of the less you have, the less you can get, and the more you have, the more you can get. So I'm excited about this because this is an opportunity to really blossom Mudwalkers' audience. Not so I can be famous or my face can be out there and people will know who Chris is, but it's because this is a message that our culture desperately needs right now. And I have become a part of furthering this message Mudwalkers has become an important part of bringing this message forward to the culture. Is becoming an important part of it because I'm only at 1,500 subscribers. But we get to reach an even wider audience now than ever before. It's actually already starting to become overwhelming because I can tell that the algorithm is already treating Mudwalkers very differently than it did 2 weeks ago because I actually can't keep up with the comments anymore. It used to be that I would carefully read and maybe respond to every single comment. But now, honestly, There are so many comments that it's difficult to keep up with. And like, I could sit down and reply to them all, but I just can't justify the time away from all the other things that I have to do in my life right now. And that's a really interesting and delicious problem to have so much activity on the channel that I can't actually keep up with it. That's cool. And most of my videos only get 200 to 600 views off the top of my head. I don't really pay a lot of attention to that, but it's in the hundreds. But my most recent video, at the time of this recording, second most recent, Adam and Eve, who are they really hiding their bodies from? That one. Got 1,500 views. 1,500. That like never happens. That hardly ever happens with any of my videos. And all of a sudden we hit 1,000 and then boom, one of my videos hits 1.5. So that's exciting. Also, before I go, I want to encourage you. A few years ago, I started this YouTube channel / Vimeo channel because no one else really seemed to be making content in this space. And I really remember wanting this kind of content when I was getting into these issues. So I decided to become this resource for other people, not so that, I'm not trying to say that I am some kind of expert, because I'm not, but I have enough of the basic understanding of these concepts that people can come to my content and go, huh, wait a second, that's interesting. Let me take this thumbnail version of the idea that Chris gave me and, tease that out beyond there into the wider world of real scholarship. And I'm hoping that I can, open up a keyhole through which people can then jump into real scholarship. Because these are ideas that aren't even being discussed in mainstream American Christianity right now. So that's why I made the channel. But naturism also has a dearth, a shortage of content creators. If you want to get into content creation, it doesn't take a lot. Your smartphone can probably do it for you. So all it basically takes is your phone. The way I started my channel was literally an old iPad and my iPhone. I would lean them up against peanut butter jars instead of a tripod. I would step back and I would just talk to the phone. You can go back and look at my early videos. Yeah, you got to start somewhere, right? But don't feel like you have to be a perfectionist right out of the gate. No one's content looks as good in the first video as it does in the 1,000th video. That's not how life works. You get better at things over time. If you feel like you have anything of value to say about anything as a naturist, make a naturist YouTube channel, naturist Vimeo channel. Because the more of us that YouTube has to contend with, the more they'll have to adapt to us. Because I think part of the reason why naturism is a complicated issue on YouTube is because there aren't very many of us, so we're an outlier. We're this 0.0001% or something like that of content creators, and so when we come in with something that challenges how they have their community guidelines structured and how they have their AI governing what content is allowable and what isn't, how they have those automated systems set up, why would they modify their systems for 0.0001% of content creators and for a small audience? So why don't we invest more in making more naturist content, wider content? It doesn't even have to be about naturism. It can be about cooking. It can be about reviewing books or talking about history or philosophy or theology or science fiction or whatever it is that you are passionate about. I have a bunch of videos about rewilding. Even if I wasn't making content, about naturism, I would still be making content about rewilding. Because it's a concept that I feel really strongly about. I'm passionate about it, and I've learned a little bit about it. But you can make videos like that too. You don't have to be a naturist to be a rewilder, but if you are a naturist and an outdoorsman or an outdoorswoman, people will watch your content, especially if you make it well. And that's what we can get into in a different video, because I am planning on making a dedicated video on how to be a naturist content creator, my tips for getting started in a whole larger video, and doing it right is going to be part of that video. So stay tuned for that at some point. Now, I obviously could not have brought the channel to this point without the support of my awesome supporters over on Patreon. These guys are making my channel possible. They're keeping my work sustainable. Many of these guys have been part of the Patreon team for over a year continuously. Guys, fellows, I cannot thank you enough for what you're doing on Patreon. I mean that. because I'm able to do things and go places and meet people, important people in the naturist movement that I would never have gotten to meet without you. The channel is growing, the channel is booming, the channel is thriving right now because of Patreon. So can't thank you enough. If you'd like to get involved in Patreon, check out the link tree in the description down below. That'll give you links to lots of things, not just Patreon, but Patreon will be in there. And we have really affordable tiers. They start from $5 at the time of this recording. We have the $10 level, and it goes up from there. Starting at the $10 level, you get access to a monthly video call with me and the other patrons at the $10 level and above. It's a fantastic time for us to get together, share ideas, and swap stories. It's a good time. There's a cicada like right over my head. You can probably hear that loud, like whirring sound. That's a cicada. They're awesome. I hear they taste just like peanuts. But yeah, Patreon is a really big part of the channel, and I'm really excited about where things are going on Patreon. With that, let's get back into the video itself. Also, something that I don't do a lot, but that I really feel strongly about this week, is my subscribers. I realize that it's really easy to just go over and click the subscribe button. It's free, it's easy, it's simple, but no one's making you subscribe. You guys are doing this of your own free will. You just want to subscribe. And guys, I really, really appreciate that. Just subscribing to this channel is driving Mudwalkers' message forward. You are helping naturism become a bigger part of our culture and be more explained in our culture by subscribing to this channel. The bigger Mudwalkers gets, the wider an audience I can access on the platform of YouTube. So you are helping this channel immensely just by subscribing to the channel. So to the 1,474 of you that are already subscribed, thank you. You did this. Granted, Patreon is what made a lot of the things that I do possible. You guys have put the channel where it is on the map of the YouTube algorithm. You guys are my heroes. Thank you so much. If we keep moving at this rate, then by July we will have hit 2,000 subscribers. And I can't wait to see what happens from there. When we hit 10,000, there's more stuff that happens there. And that, for the first time, is actually looking realistic, that at some point Mudwalkers could actually hit 10K. I don't know what to do with that. It's cool, but like, it's not really sinking in yet, you know? And if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, what are you doing? Why haven't you subscribed yet? It's easy and it's free. And hey, look, it's right. If you just like hit the little like rectangle thing there, it'll minimize the video. And you can, it's just right down there. Just below, yeah, right there. No, right, the other one. Yes, that one. You just click it or tap it, and boom, that gets you subscribed to Mudwalkers. Helps immensely. And yeah, like I said, it's free, helps a lot. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.